Why you Africans don't want to go home? I just want to know why you want to be American Indian, huh? Why you want to be black? And baby, black has no biological stance, so please don't speak on black like it came from Africa, baby. Only Americans were called black, huh? Let's clock that T. Why are y'all here? Why are you here, babe? Like, you want to be African, don't know not one Igbo language. I mean, it's okay, though. You can go learn it. You can go to Africa and be African. Why you want to stand in my way, an American's way? Why? Go be fake African. I mean, it's really crazy. You bringing up fake statistics, fake bureau statistics created by Walter Plecker and Charles Darwin to place you in Africa when you have no real knowledge of self, no relatives, no family photos, no heirlooms. I'm really like trying to see where you even got the last name Johnson.
There are no cruise ships that go from America to Africa today, but they want us to believe that sailboats with no engine went all the way to Africa and back multiple times in the 1600s. You gotta be a fool to believe that. Black Americans are indigenous to this land. Navy ships don't even do that today. I want you to try to find a cruise going from America to Africa today. Let me know if you find one. They brought people halfway across the world to till land that they've never seen before. Why not get the people that were already here to till the land that they've been on for centuries? Doesn't that make more sense? Doesn't it make more sense to enslave the indigenous population? We don't come from Africa, never been there.
Hi guys, so these few days on the internet has been buzzing with black Americans saying they are not Africans, Africans saying, oh, you guys are Africans, other Africans saying, we do not even want you guys to say you guys are Africans, okay? And other black Americans are actually saying that accept it or leave it, we are all one. We are like brothers fighting each other. Anyways, if you do not know, there has been a lot of boycotting Africans out of American because black Americans have recently been saying, oh, this is not us, this is not our roots, we are Americans, we are the ones that they actually called black Americans. It doesn't mean that we are from Africans. We might have the same color, we might have the same look, but we are not Africans. Anyways, this has just been a back and forth, and I'll have some of the clips and play here for you guys so that you guys can actually enjoy. And then I will come back with commentaries.
I will never understand this whole beef with African Americans and Africans. I will never understand this beef because, like, as an African, I respect and I love African Americans. I respect and I love African Americans. Do y'all understand? African American culture has literally spread throughout the whole world.
I'm gonna be for real with you. The beef is one-sided. Us American black folks be minding our own business, and we just be catching unnecessary strays by people that be having the American black aesthetic. Especially the sisters. These African girls get on here, the eyelashes, the makeup, the 30-inch bust downs, trying to tell us that they not black, and they get mad when people mistake them for being a black woman. And then it's always, oh, y'all don't have no history, yada yada black, y'all call yourself colored in Africa, but we be trying to tell y'all that is a racial term in America, and it be a whole lot of unnecessary shit. We got brought to America against our own will, and we had to make do with what we got here. And ironically, us doing that, we are the main character. Our culture is what runs the world. And it just be so hard for people to accept it. Like, it's cool. It's cool.
African Americans are not from Africa. Colored people, black people are not from Africa. We are not the same. We are the indigenous people of these lands. Right? When Columbus came here, we were the people that he saw. Copper colored people, twisted up hair, look just like me. But the thing is, a lot of people around the world are very upset of this revelation, which doesn't make sense, because why do y'all always pick and choose when to be our enemy and when to not be our enemy? When we rapping and singing and dancing and playing basketball and football and baseball and all these other things, y'all love us. Oh my gosh, look at them. They're so great. Look at how they do it. Yeah, look at them dancing. But the moment we start speaking on how to better our people, better our communities, Y'all turn against us. Y'all shut down. And that's not okay. Because one thing that I've learned in this life is all skin folk ain't kinfolk. We spend so much time blaming the natives, the Africans, the YT, this. Nah, how about we blame ourselves? Because you see, when I go outside, I'm not looking and ducking and dodging the YTs. I'm not looking and ducking and dodging the natives. I'm not looking and ducking and dodging the Africans. I'm looking and ducking and dodging my own people. So I'm not about to spend all my time arguing with these people on TikTok. Because down to the very fact of the matter, at the end of the day, when Chief Yasa needs something, or Chief Yasin is trying to make improvements, or when Chief Yasin's finally making progress, it's my own people who dookie on me, push me down, spit on me. My own people. So no, I'm not about to sit here and argue with these people. No, I argue with you, kinfolk. Get your stuff together. I'm holding you accountable. You responsible. Not these people. Welcome to that cookout.
I think personally there is more to this than just what we Africans and Black Americans have been dragging or buzzing online, you understand? Because from the look of things, I think it's not just all about just being an African, but it's just a lot of things that, or a lot of misconception that the Black Americans already have, you understand? Now, I've been going through some of the clips and I see clips like, you see some ladies saying, let's boycott Africans. They are coming to do the braids of less than $300 that they are supposed to do for over $350. I'm tired of seeing them. They give attitude, their attitude sucks, and so on and so forth. So I just feel like this is not just the battle of just Black Americans or Africans trying to say, we are all the same, we are all of the same color. But you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think this battle is, to be honest? If you're a Black American watching, what do you think this particular battle with Africans is? Because like, I literally not see any reasons why we should even be dragging each other right now. You understand? If you want Africans to go, let Africans go, so that you people can have your peace of mind wherever you people are. But the thing is, we are all one. That's what I will keep saying. We are all one, despite the arguments, despite the fight, despite the, we are not Africans, we are Africans, we are not this, we are that. We are brothers, as far as I'm concerned. But let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. I'll play the rest of the clips of this video, and then I will come back with commentaries. So let's just enjoy.
The people you call Black Americans are not from Africa. We're from America. And I'm getting real tired of Africans putting in their 2 cents when nobody asked. Welcome to the cookout. First of all, I'm about to bust that dry bubble that y'all got thinking that everything and everybody comes from Africa. How can humanity come from Africa when all of Africa's food comes from the rest of the world? Your biggest cash crops, cocoa and cassava, both come from America. Check yourself. So y'all trying to claim that we come from y'all, when in actuality, some of the people in Africa come from us. Y'all never heard about Liberia? Yeah. And y'all love to say that we ain't got no culture and we don't know who we are. First of all, y'all people didn't get over here till after the 1980s. All right, so who are y'all to come over here and judge us in any bit? You weren't even here for the 1924 Racial Integrity Act, where they reclassified indigenous Americans as Negroes. Y'all weren't even here for that. So who are you to even open your mouth and try to tell us who we are? I'm getting so tired of all these Africans thinking that they know what they're talking about. We are not African. We are not the same people, and that's okay. Welcome to the cookout. Guys, we have a wave of Africans trying to claim us, force us to be them. And this right here is some type of mental illness or identity crisis, okay? They know that those lands are not prosperous lands, so they have to attach themselves to us because that is the only way that they can get to this American land. I mean, the amount of harassment, I don't blame American police officers. Honestly, they have to do what they have to do. Really, Nkulu? Like, guys, even the Bible tells you that we're different. Ham, the youngest son born of Noah, literally tells you he becomes the progenitor of the dark races, not the blacks, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. We're different people. I've even had this person comment on my video saying, oh, the Chiamaru fired you, and they made a statement saying that you're a fraudster and a criminal. Was that before or after I made them $16,000? Was that before or after I brought them 236 new tribal members? Before or after?
And if you think for 1 second that I'm going back to subjecting myself to Hey Boo text the day of my appointment and paying $200 for 6 stitch braids, you're out of your fucking mind. And if you think I'm finna give up jollof rice and a goosey soup, you've lost your marbles, okay? And if you think I'm going back to partying where there's no one dancing, everybody just standing around, and there's no Afro beats, there's no Amapiano, you see this? My badge of honor, okay? I am an Amapiano warrior. I'm not going back. So who's boycotting Africans? Who? And I need y'all Africans, please, y'all just making the situation worse because y'all responded to it. Like, stop gassing it up. It's like nobody wants the diaspora wars to end. Like, when is it gonna be like, okay, enough is enough, right? It feel like our kids are gonna be still participating in diaspora wars when we're long gone, and that is a shame. Like, what is the real issue for real? But enough is enough. Please stop making videos on this topic. Let it die down. Like, everybody stop on both sides. Thank you.
So you're calling me a xenophobic because I don't want other groups of people coming inside my culture, pushing their narratives and their own people inside of something that was started for Black Americans, like the Essence Festival. I mean, shit. If that's the case, you might as well call me the xenophobic king. Because listen, I believe in elite division. I believe in separation, delineation, all of that. This whole narrative that Black people gotta all come together as one collective group, don't nobody do that shit. So I don't know why they trying to enforce it on us. Look at Asia. The Japanese don't like Chinese. There's no problem. They respect each other's culture. You motherfuckers don't know respect and get mad when you get called out for it. Listen, I'm not no Pan-Africanist, and I don't believe in everybody being one. But if there is one story from Africa or one leader from Africa that I do admire, or I do like his teachings, it's Shaka Zulu. If you paid attention to Shaka Zulu and his story, he believed in division. He understood that all skin folks ain't kin folks. And he led with that. And while everybody thought he was crazy for thinking that other tribes of blacks weren't one group of people and everybody had their own agenda, when he died, sooner or later, they came to find out that the fall of the empire came from bringing all groups of people inside their tribe. See what I'm saying? So as a Black American, I'm taking that same teaching, taking that same example, and then applying it to my people. Don't let all the motherfuckers in here. Not all of them deserve to be here. So call it what you want. Xenophobic, racist, prejudice, all that shit. I'm all of it. We here now. The delineation is here. Whether you want to call yourself FBA, ADOS, it's happening. And don't feel bad because these other groups of people, they're not coming to America to help us. They're coming to America to do what they did at Essence Festival, which is take over the things that we started, the things that we built, and they want a part of it. They just want to take. See what I'm saying? But haven't you noticed everything that they touch that we built, it starts to fall apart? Right. So we got to be like Shaka Zulu. Cut them out.
I don't know what's happening in the TikTok universe. I don't know what's happening in the social media universe. But in the real world, I'm African American. I'm Black. Okay? Whichever way you want to say it, whatever way you want to talk it. Why is it that there's a whole war raging on social media between Africans and African Americans or Black Americans, however you want to call yourself? At the end of the day, this seemed like some real tactics that happened a long time ago. Like, if you know your history from the 60s and 70s, you know that once upon a time, there was a whole section of us that was like, we're going to go back to Africa. And just not too long ago, Africa was like, yo, you can get dual citizenship if you want to go blah, blah, blah. And let's not sit here and forget about the propaganda. Once upon a time, they told us that Africa was broke, it was ugly, it was disastrous. They had the little commercials on there talking about you can feed a child in Africa. Everybody over here was calling people African booty scratchers. Yes, I remember that time. That was not something that you wanted to be called. And then let's not talk about what they were showing them over there about us. They were like, these people over here are poor, they're ugly, they have no culture, they're lazy, blah 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 blah. So they turned both of us against each other. So when we started to really meet each other, we didn't like each other. Everybody had this preconceived notion, and now I'm sitting back watching in 2025. Y'all are fighting? Really? We are fighting to just be called black and not African Americans, to have our culture separated, knowing that our cultures are really intertwined? I'm not saying that black Americans don't have a culture. We clearly do. We took lemons and made lemonades. We took what we were supposed to and we made a whole bunch, but we're not going to sit here and act like our ancestors are not the same. Our great ancestors, yes, some of them were already here, but we're not going to act like everything didn't start in Africa. Okay? You don't have to call yourself African American. You can trace your lineage all the way back to Africa like most of the world. We just sat here and praised the movie Sinners for the intersection of music that he did in that movie to tell where it came from. How did we get here and how we continue to create a culture? Why are we trying to separate ourselves so much? The separate but equal is not what we should be doing with our own kind. We are stronger when everybody, black, brown, stands together. What needs to happen is a conversation. A critical criticism is okay. A real conversation needs to be had. That's okay. There needs to be some type of therapy in between Africans and African Americans, because there needs to be a bridge that is gapped. There needs to be a conversation that should be had. There's some healing that should be happening. I remember all the way back reading stories about like the 70s and the 60s where there used to be conversations about getting back to our roots, wearing our afros, wearing the dashikis. There's a whole bunch of us that's pan-Africanism. There's a whole bunch of us that's woke. There's a whole bunch of us that's learning consciousness, that's understanding how this world works and how they try to separate us and break us. Like I said, there are people on here talking about we need to boycott the African braiders. Okay, I'm not going to say that that's wrong, because some of them need to be shown that, y'all, you can't talk about us and can't do X, Y, and Z to us, and we not gonna do nothing back. But before we have that conversation, we need to have the conversation about, I don't know, the Koreans, Vietnamese, Asians who took over the black market of hair, you know, getting our nails done. We sit here and get disrespected about them while they talk their own language, and we just sitting here like la 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 la, getting our nails done. Like, if y'all want to ban something, if y'all want to block something, if y'all want to do something, y'all need to go there first, okay? But really, I understand what happened with Essence Fest. I completely understand. It should have been black culture. We have a culture. African Americans have a culture. But the fact that y'all trying to take the African out of it is crazy. Look at us. Look at them. We have different cultures because we live in different areas, but look at the size of Africa. Half of us are trying to get over there at least one time in our life. Yes, they do not treat each other the same way. Africans don't even treat Africans with as much respect. We don't treat ourselves with that much respect. What is happening here? What is happening here? A conversation needs to be had. There needs to be some type of groundbreaking conversation, instead of just like, y'all said this and we said that and da-da-da-da-da, and this is how we feel. Like, there gotta be some type of mediation in between so that we can understand where the disconnect is and mend it. Because right now I feel like this is all war tactics, breaking up all the people. We are together. We are supposed to be together. Caribbeans, Haitians, everybody that has some type of black descendant, some type of African descendants, we should be together. I really feel like we should be working together to make this world a better place. Because let's be real. If we took all the resources that like Africa gives us or they're stolen from, if they took all that crap, we'll be messed up over here. We have some resources, but we'll be messed up over here. Let's not play. Let's not play. Like, let's not play. Some people were like, yeah, we don't have their food. Some people talk down on the soul food. Yes. Some of us talk down on our soul food. Some people talk about our clothes. Some of us talk about our clothes. Some people talk about our hair. Some of us talk about our hair. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty sure a lot of our hairstyles came from the diaspora. We didn't bring that shit over here. Like, that didn't just pop up in our brain and was like, this is how we do it. We learned that from great grandma. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like this is stupid. We learned to make do with what we had, even if we took slavery out of it. Kings, queens, princesses, around the whole world, separated, moved. Let's not sit here and act like we don't have a whole history where Africa was beat out of us, killed out of us, destroyed from us. And even like our native bloods, destroyed, killed. Like, what? What is this conversation? What is happening right now? I really feel like a lot of y'all are bots. Because this can't be true. This can't be repeating itself. History is literally repeating itself. We already had that whole struggle. Like back in the 50s and the 40s, when we were over here trying so hard to be white or trying so hard to have our own community, when Africans started to come over here, like immigrate over here, we gave them a hard time because that's why we were taught. They gave us a hard time because that's how they was taught. Like, it's all propaganda. I can really go into conversations about this all day long. Yes, there is a conversation that needs to be had. Yes, there are some misconceptions that need to be fixed. Yes, a lot of this stuff is misunderstood. A lot of it needs to be talked about. And I need like the Caribbeans, the Haitians, I need like the Africans. The world is so big. The indigenous, I need all y'all to get together and we need to have a conversation to figure out where the breakage is. What's the misconception? We need to fix it. Because as of right now in 2025, the last thing we need to do is really like, be fighting with each other or destroying each other. I don't know about y'all, but my whole life I've always went to like the African festivals. I know that a lot of our dance moves come from them. I know a lot of our rap styles and rhythms and blues come from them. I know we have our own. But we're not going to sit here and act like the spiritual properties of it all doesn't come from the ancestors. What are we doing? What are we doing? There needs to be a conversation. There needs to be some type of fixage, but this ain't it. And if TikTok is supposed to be the bridge, that gaps, the gap that bridges is all whatever, then we need to do something else. But this ain't it. Just coming on here and talking about, well, you African booty scratchers, and when y'all braid hair, and we did this, and this is American culture, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, we need to come at each other differently, because the way that we've been coming at each other for years is crazy work. Okay, it is. It really is. It's diabolical even. We need to figure out a way that we can have real conversations and make it. Y'all remember that episode from A Different World, where they were all fighting to help Africans, children? I guarantee you, in real life, they didn't get none of that money. None of it. Like, how much did we Americans give to the people in Africa just to realize that they ain't get none of that? We praise people like Nelson Mandela. Like, what is happening? There's people literally trying to separate themselves from Africa. Like, we ain't never been over there. We don't know people. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? There's a whole generation of us from the 80s and the 90s that heard nothing about, Black Panthers, Pan-Africanism, getting back to our roots, blah, 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 blah. That, in 2025, now we're just like, yeah, nah, fuck them. What? That is crazy. It's I don't know about y'all, but a conversation needs to be had, because yes, African Americans have their own culture, but it's definitely based within some African culture, just a little bit. Just a little bit. We may do what we had, and we made it our own, definitely. But we can't sit here and act like we're really that separated. We're really not. We're really not, and we shouldn't be. We should be able to appreciate each other, acknowledge each other, and understand each other's culture and move on, and not insult each other and not be evil to each other. That's just how I feel. I really feel like we should be able to connect.
So you're telling me in 2025, Black Americans are fighting against Africans? Like, really? Let's be for real. It's like I'm fighting against my roommates. We got the same skin color. No matter what you think, there's always something natural that will come and happen. Like, for example, when I go to a place where there's no Black people and I see one Black person, just one, I tell myself I'm safe. Because I know that dude over there, if there's a problem, he got me. And if there's a problem, I got him back too. Regardless of his origin, where he comes from, I don't care, as long as we have the same look. Because believe it or not, we always look the same, guys. I just wonder. I'm just wondering why people are telling themselves right now. They don't even have to try. We're just killing ourselves. In 2025, for real? This is the dumbest fight ever. Ever. I don't know what Martin Luther King is saying right now, looking at us fighting against each other for things that don't even make sense. August 1st, August whatever, you go, you support the black business, regardless of where the people comes from. I don't care. You just go, you support it. Because we got to a point where we have to fight against each other. And what is this? What's happening to my people? What make it make sense? Man, you guys are not done with fighting. We fight all the times. We fight today. We fight. Please, it's 2025. Pick the right fight, please. This is not the right fight at all. I won't support neither. Let's just live together. Come on, man. What is wrong with you?
It is quite sad that we're actually against each other right now. Like I said, it is quite sad because, to be honest, I didn't even see this coming. Like, I didn't see this coming. Like, this is not where we should be right now, fighting if we are Africans, we're Black Americans, or we are not. And one thing I love about it is how a lot of people have been able to like pull out a lot of histories for a lot of people to know. And I don't know, let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think that Black Americans are originated from Africans? I really want to know, because we are all in the streets to learn. We are all in the streets to be corrected, you understand? Because for someone like me, I have the narrative that according to the history, that Black Americans were originated from Africans. So, and that is why even our skin colors and everything are the same. But a lot of Black Americans are like, we are not even originated, we're not even colonized, we never had a root with the Africans. This is not me coming here to argue. Just you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, because the internet is really getting buzzy with these Africans and Black Americans arguments over the same issues over and over again. And I don't know if that is what is leading to the boycotting of African salons, boycotting of African makeup shops, boycotting of African supermarkets, and so on and so forth. But Black Americans, I hope you guys are ready. That is just one thing I will say. I hope you guys are ready to be able to start doing what those Africans are doing once you guys are done boycotting them. You understand? Because sometimes people make decisions that at the end of the day, they don't even know where this particular decision is going to lead them to. If we check from the MAGA's end, where they were, Donald Trump, at the end of the day, he came for them first. You understand? So before you get all of these things and then you're sure that, oh, let's just boycott and let's just stay on our own and let's just act as if we are not Africans, I just hope you guys are ready to be able to do what Africans are doing. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, but in all, what I stand to say on my own opinion, like I said, you have your own opinion to say to me, is we are one, we are brothers. Like, we are brothers, starting from our skin color, starting from our histories and every other stuff. We are not even supposed to be dragging each other, so that the white folks don't start laughing and be like, yeah, now we've matched them against each other. Let them keep doing that. And why the white folks are already planning what they are going to be doing with you guys. You understand what I'm trying to say? Anyway, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and I'll come back with another mind-blowing video. Let me know your thought. Like I said, I'll see you guys in my next one, and bye for now. I love you guys. Mwah.